Welcome to an episode of Golden Nuggets, Tea and Tales, Season 1, powered by Husby, served by Khadija. And if you don't know who she is, I mean, she is the queen of deals, luxury deals, and also the queen of storytelling.
Yes, I was scared of you say the queen of what else, huh?
And the queen of Season 1 of Golden Nuggets was Silvia Eldawi, right? Episode 3. Yes. So you were in the first season of that show, and now you're in the first season of this show. How does it feel to be you?
Oh, it's... I feel comfortable to be me, but it's very difficult. It's not easy every day for my entourage, my husband.
Everyone struggles.
Everybody, yes. But I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
It's amazing.
Look at the difference in quality from when we began.
Well, I just want to outline that there is no backstage. Last time there was a backstage.
There was a backstage. And there was tea being made, but now we're just spilling tea.
Yes.
Now you had... And actually, part of the inspiration of this show was how engaging your stories were in your episode. So, and that's what gave me the idea. Let's do Tea and Tales, because the stories that come out of real estate agents are the best, the strangest, the craziest. Doesn't happen in any other industry. Yeah. And you told a very interesting story, which I encourage you all to go back and watch, episode 3. But there's apparently a part 2 and a part 3 to this story. So I want to hear it from you.
Yeah.
Now, if you know Khadija, you've probably heard this story.
Yeah, 10,000 times, because this will make it to my memoir or probably on my tomb.
But if you don't know Khadija or haven't heard this story, here it is.
Well, once upon a time, when I was a small, tiny broker, and we're still selling MR. Mm-hmm. So I've been introduced by a wealth manager, a client, and he told me, I cannot directly introduce you this guy because it's not that easy to engage with. Mm-hmm. So what I suggest is you come you come early. I have a meeting with him at 9:30, and you come just a little bit early. And when you arrive, I
coincidence.
I was like, oh, sit, we're almost done, and I introduce you. Mm-hmm. I'm like,
nice, smooth.
Sweet. Mm-hmm. So here I am, we're waiting for him. We saw him arriving, like I saw him from afar. I'm like, I see this man, like in his late 60s, and I can tell that he's not smiling. It's not going to be easy to engage or to, I was saying in English, impressionner, impressed. Mm-hmm. So I was like, well, okay, that's going to be a hard one. Anyway, he sat, and I said, okay, this is when my friend introduced us. I said, okay, this is the window. So in 2 seconds, I'm like, I'm Khadija El Otmani. I do this, I sell this, I work for this company, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, excuse me, I already have a broker. And I'm like, again. And I already have a broker. And you know what? No, he said, yes, you know what? I'm going to still take your number, but I already have a broker. Mm. And at my great surprise, he pulled a book and a pen to write my number. And I'm like, oh, well, this is so 18th century. So I'm like, okay, I give my number. The next day, I was like, I left, I didn't thought of it. I said, this will never happen. This guy is a bit, he's not interested. I work with someone. Fast forward the next day, wake up, I have my son in my arms. It's 8:30. I have my son in my arms screaming. He was going at kindergarten at this time. And the phone ring, a landline. I'm like, hello? And like my son is screaming. I'm getting ready to go to the office. And he's like, yes, we met yesterday. I would like to talk to you. Can you come to my hotel? I'm like, no, you come to my office. And he's like, no, you come to my hotel. I'm like, and then I was like about to say no. Anyway, so I show up. I remember that something very important that you have. If someone be introduced to you by an introducer, and at this time I had a reputation that I don't get back to people. Mm-hmm. So with the same introducer, so I was like, you know what? I was about to drop him. So I said, you know what? Let's go. And at least I did my job. I went. But he told me, join me at Dubai Marine. I'm like, excuse me, Dubai Marine, 1995.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So it's such an old hotel. I arrive at the hotel. I take a taxi. I don't have driving license. And I don't have cash. But anyway, I take a Uber. I arrive to the hotel. At the hotel. And I'm like, what the heck I'm doing here? Oh my God, all this work to reach that level. So I go to the reception. Of course, I don't have the number, the family name of the person, nor his email phone number. So I'm like, I want so-and-so. And the guy give me the look like, and I'm like, I'm like, what the? Anyway, and I'm sitting there outside, having a cigarette and thinking to myself, waiting for this client to come. What a degrading life I have. Probably you want to buy something in GVC, a studio at 300,000 dirham. It could be a rental.
Not that you're a snob or anything.
Not at all. So anyway, and suddenly he appears, and I'm sitting, and he's standing, and he have a post-it, and he tell me, here this the hi, and I'm like, hi, and he doesn't sit, and he's like, here, there is a few units here in MR. If you get me a discount, I'll do the deal. I'll call you in 1 hour. If you any discount, just get a discount. Of course, I was getting the discount, so I knew. So I pretend it was hard. I was like, "Oh no, man, discount is not that easy." Poof, And it's like, "Yeah, it's okay. I'll call you in 1 hour. Give me your number. I'll call you in 1 hour. If you get the discount, we'll make the deal. I'll come and I'll pay everything." There was like worth for at least 15-20 million of AED of worth of deal. Come back, we do the first deal, and anyway, I'll pass all the. I don't have data, so I don't have cash. I don't have data, so I could not even take a taxi to go back to MR, and the MR guy paid for my taxi. Anyway, so we sat there, and I'm like, by the way, what's your full name? And once we signed the deal and he bought everything, and he's like, this is my phone app. Can I have now your phone number? And he's like, no. I'm like, okay, well, that's a weird one. Well, I made the money. He bought like 5-6 apartments. Like, well, should be respecting his space.
His privacy and space.
Yes. Why do I want this trouble, all this trouble? Anyway, he leaves. He asked me to set up some stuff for him while he leaves. But bear in mind, I still don't have his number. I don't have, I just have name, family name. Of course, I Googled.
Hotel.
Yes, at the hotel. But he left from the MR office. He left directly and left the country. Okay. Few months later, he gave me a call. So now we are in business together, right? So he gave me a call and he tells me, I'm here in the country. I'm closing a bank account. Can I keep with you 1 million? Then we're probably going to reinvest it. But the time I open my other account, like 1 million. At this time, there was no regulation in terms of the money, etc. I said, okay. And
I'll just put it in my safe.
Yeah, well, in the I company account. So anyway, fast forward, a few months passed. I said, probably the money never came. Probably find a solution. No problem. 6 months later, I get a call from the accounting department. Hi, Khadija, are you expecting money? I'm like, no.
But I never say no.
I'm like, no, I don't think so. And you're like, are you sure? I'm like, now you say. And he's like, and he starts to give me a hint of a name. And I'm like, yes, of course, that's my client. And he said, can you tell me how much? And I'm like, 1 million. And he's like, more. I'm like, 2 million, more. 3 million, more. Oh my God, thank you, God. Thank you. And he's like, and I'm like, we were like 4 or 5? 5, 6. I'm like, oh my God, 6.5. And I'm like, oh my God, it's so weird that this happened. Then I look at the name. That's the same client of the Dubai Marine, which, by the way, number one, I judge because he was dressed very, like basic. He had a Hello Kitty backpack. So I was like a bit confused about what message he was trying to send. He was not young, he was quite old. So anyway, so I'm like, why would he send this money to me? Maybe it's a donation, it's a gift. Maybe I was charity. He felt bad for me. I don't have driving license. I was taking a taxi. Maybe he want me to buy a Rolls Royce. Anyway, so obviously we leave the money until he come back. But the problem, he disappear. He didn't disappear for 6 months, but he literally disappear for a year.
Wow.
I go into
and you have no number to call him? No.
I don't have a number to call him. I reach out to the guy who introduced me to him. He don't have a number to call him. You Google his name, is unknown in the. I felt like the.
What a life! Just to be untraceable, unreachable,
untraceable, unreachable, and he's a normal guy. And by the way, like now I know him well. He have a prestigious job. He's just under the
radar.
Yeah, radar, and he's not someone who is like to be out there, etc. Not like me, unfortunately. I might be mad for me telling the story. I'm so sorry. Don't fire me. So anyway, so then I'm like trying to do this investigation and try to find it because I was genuinely
concerned for him.
Concerned because he's not young. And trying to reach out.
You thought he died?
Not me, but the accountant was praying, and he was praying for him to die because he thought he's gonna keep the money. I was like, you just, I can't take it. If he dies, it's for me. And we're like, we share. Okay. No, certainly not. This is not what happened. We are very serious in our company. There is a trust. Like, give me a number, and I will make sure that your next of kin will be delivered the money. So, anyway, so I'm trying to find anybody who know him. No one. And you know what? He's not married and have no kids. I was like, if I wasn't married, that's a perfect candidate for me. But no. So anyway, so at the end of the day, what I did. So then I was like, it lasted because in the beginning you don't really pay attention. Like when this happened, he's gonna come.
1 month, couple of weeks, yeah.
Not even. Do you think I think about that couple of years, few months, 6 months after a year? I'm like, because even the accounting, they probably the accountant was like, maybe I can use the money, And I was like, no, nobody touched nothing. He's gonna turn up. Investigation, nothing. Nobody knows him. He doesn't have a wife. He doesn't have a kid. Like zero. Like the world, the floor have swollen this guy and made him disappear. And one day after I came back to the office, I lay down and I'm like thinking about this situation, and I'm like, that can't be. He must have left me a hint. He must have left a hint for me to find him.
Oh, you went on an adventure?
No, I was like, just like,
there's got to be a clue.
There's going to be somewhere. Oh, no, it was amazing. And suddenly, Eureka.